Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down goes. That'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Mahomes firing complete, and he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20 into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. 7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 56 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Here's Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the option to give to Swift here. And down he'll go at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And that's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. They run out of the gun with Swift. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. They set up the screen to Penny. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift, and he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try it now with Swift. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running is Swift. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Keene, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Kansas City drafted McCole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2nd and 8. To throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. First as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 21-0 our score after 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did, and found his tight end for a 1st down.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmunds makes it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 35. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hand. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he returns this to the 22. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really... Put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean...